I think a lot of nurses have great ideas, particularly at the bedside, about how to better support patients, but having that knowledge and support how to put that research project into place. That may be at an academic level, a timing level, or at academic support level, or a funding level. So I think it's multifactorial what can hold nurses up from doing research.
The sort of support I think nurses across the board require, and I'm particularly mindful of more junior nurses who are really curious and interested in getting involved in project and research work. Perhaps having some sort of a suite of information available to them where they can access grant information more easily, and then having options available to them to make contact with other more senior nurses who have experience in grant writing so they can be assisted to do that. But also an opportunity to get together with other nurses to talk about the project ideas they have and flesh them out in a little bit more detail in order for them to put a research question together, and also look at some of the methodological framework that would be required for them to implement that research.
Nurses need more protected time to undertake research, even though it is part of a nurse's role to understand and implement evidence into their clinical practice. We aren't actually given any protected time to undertake that research, even if that's a review of the literature and assessing quality of literature. We aren't given that protected time.
I would say for me, reflecting on years of doing practice and not having that knowledge, I think it is now in the undergraduate programs to look more around what is research, how to critique literature, understanding the statistical significance and the p-value, and knowing that you can read an article and critique it. I think that needs to start early in undergraduate, and I think we definitely need more postgraduate work on that, and even in institutions.
The support I'd like for nurses to undertake research is a lot of the support that I had as a nurse when I was starting out, and that is the enthusiasm and the support of those that you work with. So I had a really supportive manager that was a huge part. Well, he basically initiated the INTACT study, and he was very encouraging in having that evidence base for practice in radiotherapy. So having managers that support research is absolutely critical. It's almost impossible to do it without that. So having a supportive and enthusiastic environment, and that is from everyone you work with, is really important.